Be the change. Be your own best friend. I wanted to create a what's in your blind spot. It's interesting. These cards from Teal Swan is pretty amazing. So the blind spot oracle cards, this is about inner transformation. It's about inner healing. And this lady is very, very wise. Check her out. So we're going to pick three cards that will represent these piles today. And we're going to do pile number 1, number 10. We are going to do pile number 2, number 45. We're going to do pile number 3, number 30. So we got 10, 45, and 30. And these are going to be the 3 piles. In this reading today, I wanted to ask what's in your blind spot, and I also want to ask, like, how is this affecting your daily life? And we are going to use some oracle cards and tarot cards. So how is this affecting your daily life? How is whatever is in your blind spot? We all have a blind spot. We all have things that we don't see about ourselves. We have things that we don't acknowledge about ourselves. We have things that are hidden from our conscious mind. And so this is an attempt to dig in deeper, like I always love to do on this channel, is to go deep within and see if what we can find in there to nourish it, bring it back to life, bring it back up, and to then deal with it. And then finally we deal with it. We're going to use the tarot cards to get more clarifications on these oracles. And the first question is, how is this affecting your daily life? You in your daily life, like in your regular day-to-day life, how is this blind spot affecting you? Second question is going to be, how is it affecting your close relationships? So we're going to look at that. How is it affecting your close relationships? How is this blind spot affecting your relations, your close relationships? It can be family, it can be friends, it can be lovers, it can be husbands, wives, children, co-workers. How is this blind spot affecting your close relationships? Inner work is so valuable. I know I say it all the time, so but it's so valuable. It's worth repeating all the time too. And then the third question we have, how can you best learn from this blind spot, this whole thing? How can you best learn from it and heal from it? How can you learn from it and heal from it? And when you heal from it, you grow like 10 times stronger right away. Boom. Once you get a little realization into your mind or a little bit of aha, okay, then your growth is exponentially taking off real fast. So that's why I love doing the inner work, because it changes who I am as a person. It allows me to dream new dreams. It allows me to aim for new goals. It allows me to be a little bit more sassy and a little bit more standing up for myself. And it allows me to set boundaries and create a healthier life. And these are the things that I want you to experience too. So this is why I always want everybody to be the best version of themselves. Not because there's anything wrong with the version that you already are, but your life, how you experience your life, is going to improve so much that's why I want it for you. Happier people brings happier life for all of us. So here we go. We got pile number 1, number 10. We got pile number 2, 45, 45, and we got pile number 3 here with 30. And I am excited to see what's hidden inside of these messages, and I will see you in your pile. If you were drawn to pile number 1, I welcome you to your reading. Pile number 1, number 10. This is a card of denial. So denial can come in many different ways. And this is asking you, this card is asking you, what are you? So in your blind spot, there is some kind of a denial. This card is telling you in your blind spot, there's some kind of a denial. And what are you avoiding, admitting to, or accepting? So something in your life, somewhere in your life, there is some kind of thing going on that maybe you cover it up. You don't want to see it, or you don't want to hear about it, or you don't want to know about it. So you cover it up so that you don't have to deal with it. And denial is kind of a refuse, like it's refusing to accept or to admit to the truth of the reality of something unpleasant. For example, denial, like if you're in a toxic relationship, then you might just accept the breadcrumbing, you might just accept the little kind words or the little efforts, and then pretend that it's all good. And so that would be a denial of something deeper going on. And instead of having to feel all those unpleasant feelings, you are rather going to say that it's good, it's all good, and it's all right. And that is a mechanism that we as humans, we do it automatically to protect ourselves. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a measure that might keep you from the things that you really want in your life. And also an example, like if your spouse leaves you and then you just keep talking about that they're on vacation or they're just out for a little bit, and you don't want to see the truth of the ending of it. It's almost like in order to get into the denial, so as a person, you have to stop seeing, feeling, and hearing any proof to contradict it. So at some level, you have to create like a bubble so as to not be reached by the proof of the world. And this is very accurate. When I was a child, I was very highly abused, and for a very long time, very badly abused. And then I wrote a song. It's called A Child's Voice, And in the song, wrote it many, many years ago, and I wasn't aware of the denial at the time. But Spirit spoke through me, and in the song, I say, a bubble has to burst. A bubble it cannot hold back forever. She tried to choke it all with her thirst, but things kept getting worse, not better. And so that's the kind of thing with denial. Whatever we resist, it also persists. So if you don't face whatever denial you have in your life, you're going to unfortunately recreate scenarios and situations that are similar to those situations that you are denying also. So and sometimes we also just minimize the effect the problem has on our life, excusing it, forgetting it. Acceptance, though, is the opposite of denial. If you can radically accept the terms that life has offered you and face the feelings that come with that, it's not a defeat, it's a breakthrough. And it's not a defeat, it's a breakthrough. When you fully accept whatever kind of life you have around you, whatever kind of terms that are sitting around you, whatever kind of denial that you have built up to protect yourself, whenever you accept this, it's then you allow it, you acknowledge something as valid. And so by acknowledging it and letting it be valid, you let it in instead of trying to fight to keep it out. And once you let it in, you can deal with it, and now you can release it, and your life is going to look different. And so there is a question to ask your beautiful self. Your soul is in your soul is behind this denial, and your soul knows that it is tricking itself to protect itself. And this is a good measure for some time to protect yourself. It's a good thing. But then it's also not a good thing when it takes over and you keep protecting yourself and you don't know that you do it anymore. So here is like, what am I unwilling to accept about this situation? Why am I unwilling to accept that? If I accepted that, what would it mean, or what bad things would happen? And how is this affecting, how is this particular denial, how is this affecting you in your daily life? All that glitters isn't gold. All that glitters is showing up. Number 16, from number 10 to number 16. 1, 10, 16. Okay, 1, 1, 1. New beginnings. On the other side of the denial. And so all that glitters is talking about a need to see beyond the surface. Like, for example, everybody talking about narcissists, and they present themselves in the best way. Like, the facade is impeccable, the mannerisms are well practiced, the mask is very well practiced. They know what to say, they know how to mirror people, they know how to come about and breadcrumb and do all that stuff. This is a perfect example that all that glitters isn't gold. Like, behind that mask, there's nothing of that quality that they are trying to present. So that would be a denial too. For them, it's a denial too, to not acknowledge what is on the inside, but always just pretending on the outside. Like fast car, big house, title, position, stamp of authority, sparkling of diamonds. Recognize the mask that people are wearing, and the denial that is in your life. It might be like people coming into your life, presenting certain kind of information to you. Maybe they have intentions of having you move in a certain direction, or they have intention of having you become a certain type of person, or having an intention of guiding you in a certain kind of way. And then they will have minions come in, and this is not from God. This is from something disturbing, something that is disturbing. And they will have them come in and present you with certain informations that is supposed to guide you into that direction. So with the information, whatever they say, they just cushion up the truth a little bit to keep you in the denial. When you are in the denial, you are not in your full power. And that's the whole thing. Like, you are a soul on a mission, and you are a soul on a mission to grow, to take out your full potential, to really thrive here on planet Earth, and to be a light, to be the soul, to be that champion of your life that you know in your heart that you always were. And then they will come in and glitter, glitter, glitter. Come over here. Everything over here is going to be perfect for you. If you come over here, we don't care if it withers away your soul. It doesn't matter. We are just here to get you off that soul track. So glitter is over here. Soul path is over here. And in the middle, you're denying maybe this and standing stuck there because you're confused. And so the denial is very useful in some parts of your life, and then it becomes unuseful when it hinders your soul's growth. So we have all that glitters. There are motives underneath the masks that you see. So the sooner you become more aware of what is going on behind the mask of people, the easier your navigation on your soul path is going to become. Phoenix, all that glitters. You can be all that glitters. No, all that glitters is not necessarily gold. But what comes out of the trickery, what comes out of the hardship, what comes out of the adversity is a soul. That would be you, pile number 1. Is a soul rising up through the adversity, rising up through the attempts to keep you stuck, rising up anyway and transmuting yourself away from this. The denial might you have to look at what part of your life are you in denial with, or where is the denial located in your life, and then look at that. This is, your life is changing. The flames the burning, of the people, of whatever they are trying to do, the minions of hindering you, whatever they are trying to do, whoever they are, you are going to rise up from those flames that they tried to put on you and you are going to leave behind this old and tired self to become a passionate, wild, and free bird. This is a brand new beginning. You can trust your intuition. You can trust that what feels like an ending is really a new beginning. This is a new cycle. Just hang in there, hang on to your hat. The best is yet to come. This is the message. So whatever challenge you have in your life at the moment, in your daily life, you might be trying to be tricked over here or lured over there or whatever, but you know better. So you're listening to your soul, you're praying about it, you're standing in your truth, you're standing in your power. And by doing that, you're going to be able to rise up throughout, rise above it. Yep, and the Six of Pentacles in a reverse is talking about not reciprocated. Like these can be gifts. Like be aware of gifts that people want to give you. These might be bribes and they will come back after and they would pay, I gave you that, so now you owe me this. And now you have to repay then. And it's talking about here like an unreciprocated situation. If you're in denial about these people in your life, these people, places, or things in your life that are doing something that is trying to keep you from rising up and becoming your true self, rising up, becoming an authentic voice in this world, rising up, breaking through the matrix, standing on your own 2 feet, in your own 2 shoes, on planet Earth, as a human soul on this planet, it would be unreciprocated. This is usually like equal give and take. This is very unequal. This is take, take, take. This is take, take, take. And all that glitter should have enough glitter already, so they shouldn't have to take all of yours. But it's not about the glitter, it's about the soul. And the Hermit, in your daily life, you are going to notice that perhaps you don't get what you deserve. You don't get the acknowledgments. You don't get the feedback. You don't get the support. You don't get that stuff. And also it might cause you to isolate yourself. It might cause you to just withdraw for the whole thing, like in your bubble, like the denial bubble, and withdraw from everything. It's more safe there and you don't have to deal with everything and figure like to be freaked out from things. This can be fear, hidden, concealment. And also it'll in your daily life, this whole denial thing and this whole whatever is going on to try and keep you off of your soul path, it might just keep you from being out there and shining your light, and it will keep you from standing your ground in your own truth. And being okay with being alone is different than being lonely. These glitter people, they want you to feel lonely, but you stand with spirit, so you know that it's different to be by yourself in your strength than to be lonely, because you don't have all these toxic people around you, all these people that you actually have to deny them. And so there's a little twist here that you can do with acknowledging what these people have caused in your life. And by you denying it, this bubble, it has to burst. At some point, it will burst. You can medicate the bubble. You can have sex for the bubble. You can do drugs for the bubble. You can drink for the bubble. You can be codependent on other people for the bubble to keep the bubble intact. There's a lot of things that we can do as humans to keep our bubble intact so it doesn't burst, so we don't have to face it. And the Seven of Wands, the fruits of your labor, working in silence, working in your own time. This also can be like not getting it into fruition because all the glitter is over here. The people that is in the glitter box, the working for the negative sources, working for the dark forces, those people might be hindering because they are completely trapped in the matrix. You, however, soul on this planet Earth, are moving through your through the matrix and standing on your own 2 shoes. And so this Seven of Wands, you will be rewarded for the labor that you have put in. Wait for your harvest time. This is telling you that even though in your day-to-day life, this denial that is going on, whatever this is, it is feeling like it might not happen, but your work is almost ripe for the picking. So this is your message, pile number one. Figure out where in your life is this denial located, and then look out, because you're going to get all the fruits of the labor and it's going to come into fruition. Liberator. How is this affecting? How is this denial in your life, wherever area it is? How is it affecting your close relationships? Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs. So this, you standing your truth, you standing your ground, and you growing in the midst of all this adversity is going to show them. It's going to show them a different way, and then that it will free yourself. The denial, free yourself. It will free even these people, the dark people. It will free them from outmoded beliefs. And they will be able to also release negative thought patterns. And this is maybe your lesson. And this is how it is affecting your close relationships. And one thing I do know is that since we as a soul, like I know I did it, you probably do it, pile number one, because you're attracted to this pile. You already have this bubble around you that is protecting you. And then when people, because people don't like to be shown the truth, they don't like to be shown their dark side, they don't like to be shown the negative aspects of their character, they don't like to be shown these things or to be shed light on. And so how is it affecting your close relationships? It's going to maybe have you feel like isolated a little bit. Or in the close relationships, you might have to stand on your own for a while, because you're not everyday people. Like, you're not in the matrix. You are finding your way out of the matrix. And by doing that, you are going to be having to probably stand on your own for a little bit till you find your own, the people who have been doing the same kind of work. So it will affect your close relationships. And the denial also liberating, then you can also release. Liberating, accepting, and acknowledging wherever the denial is in your life. You will now, yes, have to go through a process of grief, maybe of releasing anger, releasing a hurt, and all that stuff that comes with it. But it will also liberate you in a great way once you start doing these things. The law of gender. Embrace your divine masculine and divine feminine within. We all have these polarities within us, and they serve different purposes. And so if you are in a narcissistic situation, then you might have lost your masculine ability to be strategic, to plan things out, to put your things in order, to do all these things to create movement in your life. Also, it would try and hinder your sense of caring, being compassionate, tending to people. And all creations have both. So this is about like finding way, like in your close relationships, how is it affecting it? Maybe you're with a person who is like, I am the masculine and you are the feminine, and that's how it is. And I do the masculine things, I am not feminine at all. You do the feminine things, you are not masculine at all. And then you're hindering half of yourself, like half of the equation. So that might be the denial too, that in your close relationships, you're not allowed to take out both sides of your character. 10 of Cups. Serenity, peace, good fortune, well-being. All is well with the world and with me. This is your mindset, pile number one. All is well with the world and with me. Like, because underneath all that jazz that is going on up here, all that stuff that is trying to latch onto you with different stories, different things that they know you care about, all that stuff, then everything is well with the world and yourself. And so if you have that in the bottom, knowing that, then you can also feel when the disturbances is coming in to try and sway you off your soul purpose. This is your soul purpose. Like, this is it. Look at him, happy little camper up there. This is your soul purpose. And you know how much it takes for you to get to where you are. You should celebrate yourselves. You should celebrate those who are actually traveling with you. If you are lucky enough to have people who are actually on this journey together with you, then celebrate that. grateful to Spirit for always having my back. Like, this is important. Like, Spirit, great Father God, the Creator, always has your back. When you walk here in the truth, you can rest assured that you are going to be taken care of. You're going to be you shown the way. You are going to be protected. So this is it. Like, you are protected. And even if you have to walk in the close relationship with only the Creator, you are still protected. And you will find your people as you move out of this denial into your path. You are going to attract the people who are going to be on your level. They're going to be on your team. They're going to be cheering for you. They're going to be protecting you, and they're going to help you out, not trying to put obstacles in your way all the time, which might give you strong legs, though, pile number one, because you have to hop over these hoops all the time. So it's a good leg workout, I guess, if you wanted to put a positive spin on it. Page of Fire. You might be young, you might be inexperienced in this quite yet, but you are free to venture forth. You are free to co-create a life that is true to your desires. You are free to co-create with the Creator a life that is true to your desires, and you are free to do that. That is part of the free will here on this planet Earth. And Two of Cups. Close relationships. This might be someone coming in for you here. This might be someone that you can expect to come in for you that is good for you. Like the Two of Cups is also harmonious partnerships, heart connection between two souls. So basically, like, liberating yourself from this denial and maybe seeing through people's intentions, seeing behind their mask, just releasing all that nasty stuff that comes from certain individuals that are here to hinder you from your path, your rising. And this might be what is coming in for you in your close relationships once you release the denial, because now you'll be able to see people for who they truly are, and you won't put the effort, time, and energy to them to do anything really for them, because you can't. They have to do for themselves. You want to attract the people that will support you and help you lift you up, so that you can create this soul thing that you have going on in your life. And how can you best learn and heal from it, this denial? How can you best learn and heal from it? Grounding. I mean, the manipulation comes in like so emotional manipulation. They make you feel certain things, or they make you think that oh, we are so much alike because we are doing the same things. Oh, you like that too? Wow, we have so much in common. We must be meant for each other. And then they might come in with emotional manipulation like that, but they could have just said it because they watched you online when you was eating a hamburger, and now they love hamburgers. That's their favorite. And that's a favorite, and they love that, and they love that, and now they love this too. And then you'd be like, oh my gosh, this person we have so much in common, this is wonderful. And then they're stirring up your feelings and your hopes and your dreams. And this is a reminder to ground yourself, feel those little toes on the ground, feel the wind on your skin, be present within yourself, inside to outside, and be grounded. Stand your ground and be grounded. They can also come in with like thoughts and ideas, or like, I really hate that form of humor. And then they might come in and say on the sideline, well, he doesn't really have that great sense of humor, but it's very cute that he's trying to be funny. And then it's like, well, that doesn't help your experience here on this planet Earth, soul. So you are allowed to not like, or you are allowed to feel the way you feel without feeling guilted about it, without feeling manipulated about it, without feeling that people are going to come in and change how you feel about certain things, or convince you that you feel differently. No, you don't need that. This is what you have coming in by looking through that denial and leaving that old behind that you don't need in your life anymore. And ground yourself, in your soul's path, in your journey. And this will be helping you resist scattered thoughts, less focused thoughts and feelings. So you be stressed out and busy. take some time in nature if you can. If you can take a couple of days off and just spend it with nature and just be calm and sit there with yourself, which is very difficult to do, but it will also help you see the bubble. Once everything is quiet around you, there's nobody there to inflict or infect your mind, your emotions. And once you are there, you can now start to figure out where have I put a bubble around myself to protect myself from this uncomfortable truth, because it is uncomfortable when people act like that. It's very uncomfortable for the soul who is trying to do right, who is trying to be a good person, who's trying to bring out the truth, who is trying to see things for what they truly are. It's very difficult for this person to be able to experience these things. So my heart goes out to you, pile number one. And also, I am your cheerleader for sure. Like, you are on the soul's path, I cheer on you. You do you, and you stand in your truth. And even though it might be uncomfortable at times, you just stand there and stay in your truth, because you will get to where you want to go with it. And we have offerings. And this is like also grounding and being appreciative of the earth. Maybe you can go for a walk in the woods and you bring some nuts or some fruits, and then you place it under a tree so that you can give a little offering and be grateful for the nature and for the animals that is living there, and keeping us all like balanced here on planet earth, so we can breathe, so we have a place to live, so we have grounding, so we have food and all that stuff, and showing the appreciation to this breathing, living entity of an earth that we are all fortunate enough to be placed upon. And this is also a reminder that you are a gift to the world, and feel gratitude for everything in your life. Even once you poke through the bubble, you can even be grateful for the people who taught you about bubbles, or you can be grateful for the people who taught you about the denial, or you can be grateful to the people who showed you their masks, so you learned about the different intentions behind the people. You're going to be grateful for everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, within other people and within ourselves, because we come with a lot of baggage being on this planet, and that's okay. And then you just work on it and release it. Find what's good and wonderful in every moment. When you are able to stay in the moment, appreciation and giving and receiving appreciation in the moment, in the now, you are not going to allow them to sway your thoughts. You're not going to allow them to sway your emotions, because you are grounded in the moment within yourself and your creator, and you have faith, and you are on your soul's purpose, and this is what you're calling in. And this is your hope. This is your little green, this is your little carrot in the distance. Three of Cups. Find other people who have also been through the same cycles in life. Find other people who can help you be strong in your transformation. Find other people who will celebrate with you. Find a community or camaraderie, friendships. Like, each woman here is unique. Each woman here is unique. Yet they all share common goals. And if these three women are all on their soul's journey, they will share a common goal, and they will share wisdom. They will share experiences. They will share, like, they will have a camaraderie that is building up and going in, but they will also allow each other to be unique in their own way. And so how can you best learn and heal from it? You have to find the people and the community that are actually like-minded with you. Otherwise, they will try and sway you over back into the matrix. Come on over here. We don't want you on the soul path. We want you in the matrix. And it's better for us when you are in denial, so you just stay in denial. But you're like, no, I just learned about this denial thing and the bubble and everything, so I'm going to poke it, and I'm going to see all of your intentions and everything, and then I'm going to keep working on my soul's path, which is what I feel drawn to anyway. And then by doing that, I am going to be liberating and releasing the close relationships that no longer serve me, and I will only take in relationships that are going to bring the 10 of Cups, the Page of Fire, and the 2 of Water. Good stuff. Here I am going to learn and heal from it, by finding my people, and I'm not going to give up. Pile number one, do not give up until you find your people. And it's going to feel easy and peaceful and smooth and uplifting and enriching in your life when you find your people. Queen of Pentacles. A serious working woman, and woman or man or female, or feminine or masculine energies. Queen of Pentacles. This can be in both genders. Good provider, protecting nature, resourcefulness. So how can you best learn and heal from it? Once you poke your bubble up here, and then you be all up here, you be, okay, I'm accepting nothing as a gift, and I am just isolating myself. I'm in my bubble. And then you poke the bubble. You're not going to accept nothing as a gift. You are going to accept reciprocity. It's going to have to be an equal give and take. And you are going to learn that, yes, it's okay to be alone. You don't have to be lonely because you're alone. You can be strong in your own sense of self. And the phoenix is rising up. And you, by doing this work, by looking at this one piece of denial that you have at some area in your life, you're going to find your people, and you're going to rise up and become this Queen of Pentacles with the resources that you need, caring for the people around you, having strength, protecting of nature. You're a good provider, and you are serious, taking your job here on planet Earth seriously. And the Hermit. And then you will find that, yes, they might want to have you think that you being by yourself is something that makes you weird, lonely. You should feel this or that or this or that. But you know that you're praying about things. You know that you're finding the truth. The messages that you need, they come to you. And here you are, Hermit. So how are you going to learn and heal from it? This is about introspection. This is about looking over your surroundings, all the darkened sky. See what it means to you. See how it affects you, your spirituality, your wisdom. And you are going to be able to share these experiences right here that you learned from this denial. You're going to be able to share these experiences with other people so you can guide them to their transmutation, to their rising as the phoenix. And you're going to be able to do that with ease. And pile number one, that was your reading. If you liked it, if you want to give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you will get notified when I upload songs or readings, all with the intention of healing and bettering and finding the soul purpose for human and the beautiful light in me. It honors, it loves, and it respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, pile number one, take good care of yourself. Love you, and namaste. Pile number two. You got drawn to this number 45. The number 45 is going to be about the filter. So this pile, this particular blind spot, what is in your blind spot? So pile number two, you might have in your life a blind spot that you don't see it, but you're doing it. So it's affecting your life. And what you are doing that you're not aware of that is affecting your life is the filter. So you are putting or seeing a situation at hand through a filter, and you don't know it. This can be, for example, a situation, maybe if you have a situation in your life that is similar to another situation that you had before in your life, and so you're filtering it through, then it must be the same. That could be one type of situation you have in your life with a filter on it. Another filter on it can be that you have your understanding of what is true for you, and other people come in with stories or messages about a certain situation to put a filter over it so you don't see your own truth clearly anymore. And the filter is going to sway your perspective. Perspective is subjective. So each perspective is a different angle on something. A child's perspective of home is different than the parent's perspective of home. A doctor's perspective is different than the patient perspective. And filters can be, different filters can be thoughts that are passed down to us. So thoughts that are passed down to us from the providers and the people that we have around in our lives, which can cover up and try to make you see a situation in a better life. Oh, they said so, so then it must be nice for me. No, but it felt like crap. No, don't trust your own feelings. Trust us. And this can be a filter that is swaying your situation and your life choices. So it's important to be aware of it. So this can be thoughts passed down to us, information that we are fed, beliefs that we have been conditioned to adopt, and ways the information is presented to us. Ways that the information is presented to us can create filters. This can be experiences we have had and meanings that we assign to experiences. And there is way more. For example, if you're bit by a dog when you were a child, maybe you had a whole life terrified of dogs, which the dogs aren't really that bad. But so the filter on this perception can be colored by the experience that you have. Or if your mother was always super loving and caring and always taking good care of you, there you are out in the planet Earth, out in the world, and you think that everything is going to work together to support you. So that can be another filter that can be very uncomfortable to see, that most of the time it might not be as accurate as that. So 45, the number 45. What is in your blind spot? Somewhere in your life, you are putting a filter over us. So if you were drawn to this pile, pile number 2, you obviously are drawn to this pile because you are here. So then there's a filter in your life that is distorting your capacity to see what is real. And this is a reminder to try and encourage you to consider other perspectives. And how is this affecting you in your daily life? Exchanging gifts. Entering into a productive and enriching time when all kinds of opportunities are presented. There's a dance of give and take. There's a dance of push and pull. There is a dance of doing and being. And if you allow fear to guide you and your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. Example, in a love situation, there has to be a give and a receive. Prosperity, if you want prosperity, the more you give, it'll come back to you. Goodwill comes back tenfold. Protection, be aware of what you pray for, because you might just get it. Even windfall comes at a cost. You must practice to become great, and you must manage and pay taxes to be a millionaire. If you want to have those high level goals, you have to also do the high level things that people do in order to reach them. So there's some kind of filter that might be keeping you from doing your best, or maybe keeping you from seeing your full potential, or maybe foreseeing how much effort you have to put in order to accomplish your goal. So pile number 2. Storm spirits and chaos. Storm spirit, number 42. Acknowledges potential chaos. This is like potential chaos in this can be a situation created in your life. This can be like if your friend group always think that you are the fun one, you always bringing gifts, you're always doing this, you're always making them feel better, you're always trying to lift them up, you're always trying to make them laugh, and you're always trying to make people feel good and feel accepted and powerful and all that stuff. And then you're like, well, the filter is that there might not be an equal give and take here. There might just be take, take, take. So I'm going to pull myself out of the situation. Well, if you pull yourself out of the situation, now you might create a little storm there, or a little craziness for the people who are. So this is about acknowledging a potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for healing. And the chaos can come in as a healing agent for those who need it. And there's a lawnmower in the back, and I hope that's okay. Gotta cut the grass. I gotta cut my grass too. Embrace it. Healing. So the chaos, like if you have to pull out of a situation, if it creates chaos, like it might create healing for the people involved. Like you are in here, like with the chaos. Activator for healing. Embrace it. Healing on all levels. Like you can shred outmoded thinking and self-imposed blockages. Tearing down walls of self self-imposed limitations. So this is the filter. Perhaps you're not seeing yourself as the person that you truly are. You're not seeing your own strengths as what they truly are. And maybe you have to get away from something that is presenting themselves as all this and that. And you have to get away from it to find yourself and your strength and to find your truth in there. And the Four of Swords. This is someone who's ready to reform former activities, going backwards a little bit. Freedom from anxiety, contentment, contentment of body and mind. The World reversed. Also someone who is unwilling to complete the cycle. So this might be the filter is that you cannot move on your own. Maybe you feel like your life is going to be chaos if you take it up, if you walk in a new direction, if you make different choices and you make new choices. Perhaps you're afraid that your life is going to be chaos. It will be uncertain because you haven't done it before. And this is all natural. This is all normal. And this is encouragement to do it anyway, because sometimes you have to close out some cycles in your life in order to get to where you want to be in your life. And so this can also be like being worn out, seeing delays, having unrealistic expectations, misuse of power. And the Five of Cups upright, disappointments, sadness, grief, obsessing over the grief and the losses that have occurred in life. Obsessing over loss and disappointments. And so exchanging gifts, chaos. Maybe they want to keep you there in this all purple stuff and all this pink, and it looks so nice, and everything is butterflies and rainbows over here. And you're like, well, but I'm like wanting to drive myself into a different direction, and perhaps you're not seeing your full potential. They're trying to hold you back. You're going in the right direction. So pile number 2. How is it affecting your close relationships? Student, how is this filter that you have, not seeing yourself in the right light, not seeing yourself as the person that you truly are, not seeing yourself from the soul level, how is this affecting your close relationships? It's making you into a student, which is perfect, because you can learn from the reactions, the interactions, the comments, whatever the people are coming at you with. You can learn from that. And humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to a lifelong learning. So being a student in your own life, look at what kind of filter you have. Where are you seeing? What kind of situation are you seeing through a filter? Maybe it's how yourself, like your strength, your potential, your purpose here on planet Earth, your what your soul's journey is all about. Perhaps you're seeing it through a filter that they told you that no, you're not good enough. No, you can't do that. No, you don't have what it takes. No, that's going to be too difficult for you. So you're afraid of going from there into the chaos and take out your potential. And it will lead you to take off old behaviors. You won't close out the cycles. And you are going to sit there and be obsessive and grieving about the losses of your own soul, which you have the power to take it back and release the filter and bring yourself into a little bit of chaos when you take the filter off. That's okay. That's how we learn. And you're going to navigate and find your true soul's purpose and find your way. Student, be a student of the people around you in your life. See how they make you feel when they come at you. Do they have good intentions? What are their motives? Are they smirking behind the mask? Because people are very, very good at putting their face together so they won't show on their face. And you have to be very energetically attuned to the situation to see how you feel about things. Are they trying to make you do something? Are they trying to change your mind on something? Are they trying to sway you in any way? And this might be the filter that this filter might teach you, to be a student of the people around you, so that you figure out where is your strength, where are you in this, and your soul and your strengths and your journey and all that stuff. So the law of increase, you were born for greatness, right? And so here they are trying to give you little nuggets. Oh, we're going to give her a happy meal and then she'll be happy for the rest of her life. Or we're going to give this to her. Now she's going to feel guilty and feel like she owes us because we did that. And you are going to be, standing in your truth, learning from these people, learning their methods, learning their how they come at you, seeing through them before they even come at you. Once you start practicing this stuff and you become a student of the people and the places, the people in your life, your close relationship, become a student of it. If needed, you can walk away from it. If needed, you can adjust situations. You can adjust communication. You can set boundaries, and you can just accept them for what they are. But you have to learn that you were born for greatness. This is your soul's path. This is your journey. This is what they are trying to keep you away from over here, and trying to keep you locked up in these little gifts and the little glitter or whatever. So here you are, born for greatness. And whatever you give your energy to, it will grow and multiply. So this is a message to stop putting your energy into things that drain your energy. Give thanks to every penny. Give thanks to every friend. Give thanks to every enemy. Give thanks to every ounce of energy that you have in your cells. Align with like-minded people, people who want you to find peace and inner stillness, people who want you to close out old cycles of hurt and disappointment, and people who want you to see your own greatness, people who are good for you, people who come in and lift you up, people who come in and support you, people who come in with good intentions and good motives to just let you be who you are and do what you got to do with your life. So this filter that you have upon yourself is inflicting everything in your life. And it will lead you to boredom, dissatisfaction. You're going to be discontent. You might miss out on opportunities because you're not able to see it, because you're not able to see yourself in the right light. So if whoever the adversities in your life is, if you are on your life purpose, you will have adversities coming at you. You will have people coming at you trying to sway you off of your purpose. That's their job. And your job is to stay on your purpose. So you're here, you're staying on your purpose, and you're not afraid of a little chaos. I can assure you 110% that you are so resilient, human soul out there. You are so resilient. You are so strong. You don't know it until you have to show yourself that you are. But when you do it, oh my goodness, you're going to be so proud of yourself. You're going to feel so strong, capable, and content and confident within yourself. So do it. Take the step. Release the filter. Understand the strength that you have within yourself and trust it. And look at the people. Be the student of the people in your life so you can see them for who they are, and you can see yourself for who you are, so that you don't get stuck in boredom. You don't want to be stuck in like dissatisfaction or missing out on life. Be rather the magician. This is it. Yes, the magician is here, transmuting whatever they told you, transmuting whatever whatever thoughts they passed down to you, transmuting that into something positive. Whatever information that they feed you, you see it through your, now you put a filter on that and you see that through the intentions that they come with. So you're clearing out the information that is meant to make you act in a certain way that will sway you off of your soul's purpose. You're able to see it and you're able to transmute it into something meaningful for you. All these beliefs that we have been conditioned to adopt, the ways the information is presented to us. So this is all you being the magician in your life and not allowing that to take over your thoughts, take over your emotions, take over how you feel, how you live your life, and what kind of choices that you make in your life. This is your life, and you are strong. Like, you are strong. You are so much stronger. And the hangman is like, yeah, you're going to be able to see things without the filter on. So once you are aware of this filter, and once you are aware of this stuff going on, you're going to also see things from a different perspective. And now you'll be able to not only manifest what you want to manifest, you're going to be able to go through transformation, You're going to be able to set your own destiny, close out these cycles, the sadness. You're going to be able to set your own destiny, be in charge of your own life, and put yourself in the driver's seat with the creator and going in the direction of your life, which is a beautiful thing. And the hangman is here like, this is an initiation to next level living. This is an initiation to letting go of all the stuff that no longer serves you. This is an initiation to surrender to whatever is going on and see the filter for what it is and change the perspective on the situation. And this filter is more than likely about you, pile number 2, not seeing your own potential. You're not seeing your own greatness. You're not seeing your own strength. You're not seeing your own capability of creating this life, transmuting all these things and doing the things that has been placed on your heart. So they are, with the filter on, they're making you feel less than, they're making you feel stupid, they're making you feel like not good enough, they're making you feel like something's wrong with you and all that stuff. So taking off the filter will bring you into this transformation, being creative and creating stuff and doing a lot of good stuff there, which you can bring into the world around you. And how can you best learn and heal from this? Mother Earth. How can you best learn and heal from this? Filter. Mother Earth is always there catching you. Mother Earth, even if you think everything is in chaos, like Mother Earth is cleaning up, is doing stuff, is nourishing itself, doing all kinds of rearrangements and stuff like that needs to be done. And sometimes Mother Earth, the universe, will stir up your life, create some chaos in it, not just glitter and oh, everything is so nice and pink around here and everything is a good review on there and everything is all happy and rainbows. And then boom, there comes the storm, and this filter that you have been placed upon is going to be poof, ripped up away from you, and Mother Earth is going to be there to catch you. And Mother Earth is a breathing being. She nurtures you, she feeds you, she supports you, she grounds you and protects us all at all times. Maybe this is something in your life that you have to heal, a mother wound, or maybe you are a mother that is training your child with the same mother wound that your mother gave you. So you're putting the mother wound on the child. This might be a reminder to allow the child to be everything and to see yourself in a beautiful light, to open up, to see your beauty, to see your grace, to see your soul, to see that you are good enough. Yeah, people make mistakes. That's okay. People also are very good at changing should they choose to. So this is a reminder that Mother Earth, maybe you need more time in nature. Maybe you want to be out there and embrace the beauty of the nature around us and inside of us. We are nature. We're all just breathing beings in togetherness on this whole thing that is the universe, right? Spirit of the earth. Prosperity. Tend to your health. Pay attention to how your body feels and act accordingly and respond accordingly. Your body is where your soul is going to live. This whole duration on planet Earth, your soul is going to live inside of your body. So make it a good place to live, like as you would with your house, as you would with where your body and your soul and your mind, everything is located in your house. You would make it so that it's safe and sound and keep it together. And you want to do the same thing with your body and create that safe place, safe haven for your soul to reside while it's here on planet Earth. And also to have the strength to do the things that you want to do in your life, because with a strong body and yourself together, there's no entities that can just latch on to you and take up space within yourself, because you're present and you're aware of your own self. And so you're cleaning up house inside by becoming present, eating clean, doing your exercises, drinking water, all that stuff that everybody's preaching. And then you're cleaning house, and now your soul has a beautiful place to live while here on planet Earth. This is a reminder to take care of that body. Knight of Wands, passion, fun, hopping through hoops. Yep. And once you are on your soul path, and maybe the matrix wants to keep you right there and keep you in these glitter, like this exchanging, we're going to give you a little gift over here, we're going to give you that, going to give you that, and keep you trapped in this matrix. But you're like, no, I'm not afraid of the storm, I am the storm, or what's the saying? So there you go, you go into the storm, you allow spirit, the creator, to stir it up for you and shake it up, your life a little bit, being the student, and grounding yourself, building a strong body so you have a strength. What they say in the monk land, or in that world, they say it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. So why don't you prepare yourself and be strong enough to handle whatever situations come to you, towards you, or handle whatever things you have to go through to learn, and handle being a student of the people around you without allowing them to sway your mind, without allowing them to manipulate your mind or manipulate your emotions. So how can you do these things? Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is someone healthy, vital, generous, noble, strong, seeking passion, going for the things that make passion, not this one over here, sad and obsessing over the losses and all the missed opportunities and all the grief and all that jazz and all these people that you're now trying to study them. So you're studying them and you're transmuting it into a new perspective. Now you can see yourself without the filter. You can see yourself as this beautiful soul that you are. You can see yourself as the strong soul, beautiful soul here on planet Earth that you are. You can see yourself as this soul with a purpose here on planet Earth that you are. And so bringing the passion back in, going within, grounding in the earth, taking care of your body, finding your strength, going for your passion. Two of Swords. Balanced, steady. You are able to sit there and wait for the right answer, even though it might be stormy around you. You're able to sit there and wait for the right answer, because now you're studying things. You're being the student of whatever is going on, whatever energies do you have around you. Now you're the student in the middle, and you are able to sit there and allow things to play out around you so that you can understand what is going on around you. And then you will be able to make a choice that is very sound, very true to your own being, very true to your soul path, and true to your passionate path, and making the right choice for you without the filter that you're not good enough, that you're stupid, that you can't do it. No, you are good enough. You're great, and you are going to be able to do it. And this is the transformation. And with doing this here, and the harmonies and compromise, and the Chariot is here, and this is like, yes, perfect. So you're going to take off pile number 2. When you release this filter on this unhealthy version that you see of yourself in your own mind, once you release the filter, you are going to take off. And this Chariot is going to take you, like, it's going to create movement in your life. You're not going to be stuck anymore. You're going to have forward movement, your destiny. You're going to move towards your destiny. This is a big change, which might bring in some of this chaos. You're going to be able to work through it. You're going to be able to deal with it. No worries. This is good karma. This is fortune, personal vision, traveling. This is a turning point. By you releasing this limiting beliefs, these things that you're not good enough. Pile number 2, you are good enough. You're badass. You are a soul on this planet Earth, and you can do whatever you want to do. And you just stand on your ground, stand your course, go walk your passion, walk your path. And don't worry about whatever the influences around. Be a student of whatever is going on around you. Whoever is trying to put and keep this filter on you, be a student of them and study them from your perspective. And the Chariot will take you. It will take you places. And this is how you heal from it. You release it, and then you study the things that are going on around you. You change the perspective of how you see yourself. You are strong. You are grounded. You are loved. You are always protected. The Creator always has your back. When you walk in faith, you are always protected. The more you walk in faith and the more you do this transformation, the more protected you become. And it's well worth it. And pile number 2, that was your reading. If you liked it, if you want to give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I do upload readings, music, and more picker cards And they're all aimed towards soul's growth. They are aimed towards finding your inner strength. They are aimed towards healing, breaking out of the matrix, and rising up to become the version of yourself that you are going to love. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, and it respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. This is all about what is in your blind spot. Like, what is it in your life? Here you are, pile number 3, in your life. What is the thing in your life that you're unable to see at this time that is hindering you from moving forward in the way that you want with your life? So you chose this card. You were drawn to pile number 3, and this is the number 30. This is short-term thinking. So in your blind spot, there is a short-term thinking. So if you are not doing things in the long term, whatever implications you have in your mind, like of the long-term goals that you want to have, the long-term results that you want to see in your life, the long-term accomplishments that you want to see, the long-term happiness that you want to create, the long-term joy or adventure that you want to create in your life. And if you don't make choice, if you always make choices for the short-term thinking, you're going to kick all of your long-term goals out of the park. So your long-term, your short-term thinking is going to come back and bite you when you realize that your long-term wishes is not coming true. So the strong preference for immediate payoffs as opposed to delayed payoffs. So if I love ordering things on online, I get a little gift in my mail. Yay, it makes me feel a little happy. I love to do things for others because it makes them happy. Yay, it makes me happy. And I like to give gifts to others because they makes me feel happy, and I feel happy. And then I have to find something else to do, to find my own happiness and to do that. I love to play the lottery because what if I win? I love to do it. There are a lot of things that we can do that will give us instant gratification. And maybe if you're trying to lose weight, but you love sugar soda, so because it gives you a sense of satisfaction in the moment. So then by drinking that, doing that short-term decision of drinking that soda, you are now going to mess up your long-term goal about maybe losing some weight. And so if you don't want to get pregnant, then don't have unprotected sex, because in the moment it feels right. You got to be careful. And if you are a gambler, and be careful with what you put into this immediate short-term thinking, so that you don't mess up your payments on the house or the car, or payments on your child support or your kids or your family or whatever, for this hope of maybe winning the big one. And because we react instead of thinking and responding, our actions are often based on insufficient information, and it can get us into a lot of trouble. So since you was drawn to this number 3 and this short-term thinking card, then there is a message here for you that maybe it is time to notice this within yourself. Once you're aware of it, you can change it. And that's the beauty of becoming aware of things. So let's see. So in your blind spot, you have this short-term thinking mentality that is causing a lot of grief for you. It's causing a lot of blockages, and it's causing a lot of stumbling blocks for you. So how is this affecting you in your daily life? Okay, between worlds. Number 3 again. So we got 3, 3, 3. Between worlds. No man's land, in between situations or in between worlds. This is a temporary blindness, because you've been here and you've been doing all these things, and you're trying to get into this new thing, and you're in the middle, so you don't really see it, you don't really know. This is a reminder. So you might be unable to see what is ahead of you. So Spirit, the great Father of all, is asking you to cultivate curiosity and trust the process. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. 333. You are done with the lessons of recent experiences. Now you are in between what was and what will be. And that can be a difficult place to be in. Like perhaps if this is a relationship, if that's what's on your mind, then maybe you need to explore new energy, explore who you are and what you need, what you like, what you dislike, what are your values. If it's in regards to prosperity, bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, like maybe use your talents and your gifts in a new way, or present them in a different way. If it's about protection, this is not a time for guarantees. This is a time to trust the creator and to watch the unfolding. Trust the creator, watch the unfolding, make a plan. Like, how is this affecting your daily life? Also, with the short-term thinking, you are not going to be able to have long-term thinking, because, and then you won't know. So you're going to get stuck there all the time in your daily life, and you don't really have a direction. So you're just going to be floating to wherever it goes, and be drawn into wherever it goes. And so here's like, with short-term thinking, you won't really have the long-term goals. So your decisions in the moment are going to be more difficult because you don't really know what you're deciding towards. Wood nymph and beauty is showing up here. Short-term thinking. Perhaps if you want to cultivate beauty and you want to cultivate radiance and you want to cultivate something magical, then you have to also make magical, cultivating beauty things, decisions in the moment. So the wood nymph is here, and she is talking about this radiant, glorious beauty that is already growing within you, pile number 3. It's already growing inside of you. And the more you acknowledge the beauty in your environment, in yourself, in others, in nature, in your life, the more it will also, the beauty will fill your life. Remarkable spiritual beauty is growing within you. Create beauty in your home. And so this is like short-term thinking. I want fast food. Okay, well, then you might not be able to cultivate the beauty that you want, or the strength that you want, or the healthiness that you want, because all the processed stuff is going to look processed. Like if you only eat processed food, you're going to look like your processed food. If you eat healthy, lean food, you're going to look like your healthy, lean food. Like it all goes together. So this is about like, what are you planning? What is it that you want to achieve? Where do you want to where do you want to go with this? Where do you want your life to, what do you want it to look like in 5 years, 10 years? And we got the 2 of Wands reversed, which is, yeah, long-term thinking, restless, quick to temper, and not making the long-term plans. This is like, after you have that great idea, then you don't make the necessary plans. So this is a confirmation of the short-term thinking. Got the 10 of Swords reversed. Usually the 10 of Swords is a good card because it's an ending to a painful cycle. When it comes reversed, it's like, I don't want to end this painful cycle, because this painful cycle is where I feel at home. And this painful cycle is where I feel comfortable. And this painful cycle is where I am the victim, and I can enjoy being in this painful cycle, and make the choices that suits me immediately in the moment, and make those choices. So this is just another confirmation of this, like the short-term thinking. And now, since you are drawn to this card, and since you have been made aware of this card, this is a reminder that you already have this beauty inside of you. You already have this beautiful spiritual strength inside of you, but you are blocking it because of your short-term choices and not making the long-term plans, not ending these old cycles, being willing to release all the pain, being willing to move on from the pain, being willing to rise up and be strong and be beautiful and be that resilient, gorgeous human being that you are. And the Lover's card. Divine unions, completion, alignment, discernment. Like being in a union with yourself, with your creator, first and foremost. Finding a good union, finding a good relationship with yourself, within yourself. Find that care and concern and the gift giving and the love for yourself and your creator connection, like being loved by the creator. Finding that union, knowing that you are always protected, knowing that you always have uh, your whole life, you're going to be completely protected if you only have faith. Your whole life, you're going to be completely guided if you only ask for the help that you need. Your whole life, you're going to be walking on solid ground on planet Earth, being protected and taken care of if you have your faith and you have your beliefs in order. And your whole life is going to look like that if you lean into yourself and seeing yourself in a different light, not all trying to cover up your pain with immediate resolutions, not trying to cover up how you feel with doing stuff or eating stuff or medicating stuff or drinking stuff or sexing stuff or doing all that stuff to cover up how you feel, or not to be having to look at how you feel about things inside of yourself. And how is this affecting your close relationships? Also, it might keep you from that union. Like, how is it affecting you in your daily life? Your short-term thinking, your short-term solutions, they might hinder you in your life to receive that union, to receive, to go and look for the house with a person, to find the person in your life that you want to be with. Because if you don't like yourself over here and you're doing all kinds of short-term things to sabotage yourself, you're also going to sabotage something that might be good for you in the spiritual realm and also on this planet Earth with another human being. And how is this affecting your close relationship? Maybe you withdraw from the people because you don't feel like you're good enough, or you withdraw because you don't feel like you have something to contribute with, or you withdraw, and this is you having your connection with nature, with animals, communicating with nature spirits. This is you being on your soul level. And maybe the world, so you are already on the soul level, already beautiful, already all this. And then the short term thinking is like medication to the things that people told you that you were, that you are not. This is the medication for, or this for the things that people told you that you can never do that, but you can. But now, since you're sitting there believing in these people coming at you, the adversities that are wanting to take this beauty that is inside of you, pile number 3, they want to take it and sway you off of your purpose, because this inner beauty, this inner transformation, that is who you are. That is your soul. This is your soul. And your short-term thinking is keeping you because of the things that people have told you in throughout your life and that you have made into belief systems. And so now you're making short-term decisions, and it's swaying you off of your soul path. When you are alone, pile number 3, I'm pretty sure that when you are with animals, you can communicate with them. You have a connection with them. When you are out in nature, you see the nature spirits, or you feel the trees, and you feel the life around you. You feel the things growing. You feel all the stuff going on around you, and you're very in tune in your soul, in your environment. It's the people and their ideas that come at you that makes you confused, because, well, you believe them, and now you're medicating your own unhealthy beliefs that things are the way they say instead of how you feel about it. And so this is a reminder, pile number 3, that you already are everything that you ever dreamed, if you only dare to believe it. And you have to discard some of these things that people are trying to tell you. And already you are in tune with nature, and already you are in tune with the things around you. So this, how is this affecting your close relationship? Well, most people are not in tune with that. No, most people are not in tune with who they are. Most people don't have that inner grace and beauty or already there awakened inside of them. And so you are going to maybe have to be by yourself for a little bit, or to do things on your own for a little bit, or to find, you might have to wait a little longer to find your people, because there are fewer of them. And the law of perception, look beyond the illusion to the one truth, the illusion to the one truth. So maybe up here you are in between, like your own truth and the illusion of the one truth. We all have this one truth, and this is how we're going to live our lives, and this is what we're going to believe in, and this is what we're going to do, and it's all going to be the same, and as we're all in this together, and this is all like the one illusion that we're all going to be trapped in, the matrix. And so you're up here and you're like, well, I feel all these things, and I feel all this freedom, and I feel all these things. So you're already looking beyond it. Now you're from that world of the illusions into the world of the nature, the world of the animals, the natural world. You are in alignment with your soul, underneath the layers of maybe the medication, or underneath the layers of the self-doubt, underneath the layers of the self-sabotaging, underneath the layers of the insecurities. You're already in tune with your soul. You're already there. You just have to release the layers that creates this short-term thinking, these short-term decisions, so that you can provide for yourself, take care of yourself, and be taking care of yourself for the whole duration of this life on planet Earth. Maybe you have been playing small in your life. You are the divine. So you are seeking the truth within. Don't look at the outside world. Don't look at the outside world. Look for the true, sweet beauty that you already have inside of you. Look at that and nourish that, and let it blossom and let it grow. Look at the beauty in other things. Allow it to grow stronger within you. Stronger, stronger. See the beauty in yourself. Like, allow it to grow. Allow it to become stronger. Write down all of your perceptions of life. How do you see life? What are the meanings that you place upon yourself? What are the meanings that you place upon other people in your life? What are the meanings that you place on places in your life? What are the meanings that you place on circumstances in your life? Then ask yourself, is this really true? Between worlds, the perception, is this really true, how you see yourself? 10 of air. Graceful endings. Ending to this falsified picture of who you are or supposed to be. Hopeful beginnings. This is an end to an old way of thinking. It can only go up from here. Old way of thinking is the self-limiting beliefs. Old way of thinking is that you're not good enough. Old way of thinking is that there's something wrong with you because you are in tune with nature and the animals, and there's something wrong with you because all of the people around you are cut off. No, this is a new way of thinking, and it can only go up from here. 3 of earth. Collaborations. Teamwork. Building on solid foundations. Group efforts and dedicated collaborations. That's what you're going to get once you start to realize your own beauty, and you give an ending to the endings that needs to go, this old outdated belief system, and you're stepping into your power. You're stepping into, okay, that's okay then I am a soul here on planet Earth, and I'm pretty well developed compared to a lot of other people who are completely closed off. So pile number 3, this is kudos to you, and for the work, the inner work that you have already done. This is a kudos to you. This is a clap on the back, a pat on the back from the Great Spirit, that you have stayed true and you have stayed in attune and contact with the inner soul. You didn't, so you're still in contact with who you truly are on the inside. And these are all beautiful things, and it will lead you into beautiful things. This is just the beginning, and it'll only go up from here. The 9 of Earth is here, which is also about discipline, self-reliance, being disciplined, relying on yourself, relying on how you see the world, relying on your perception of the things around you, and letting go of all these old and outdated things that they placed upon you or around you. This is about like a 9 of Earth. You have reliable resources. You are able to restrain yourself, which would be with these short-term thinkings, that you would have to learn to restrain yourself and take self-control back, because it's not going to be good for you in the long run, so you're not going to do it in the short term. It's not going to feel good in the long run, so you're not going to do it in the short term. It's not going to help you reach the goal that you want in the long run, so you're not going to do it in the short term. This is like the final stone placed in your foundation, is to release this here short-term thinking. Then your life will be feeling more complete, and you can start to nourish your soul's journey. You can start to take your power back. You can start to lift yourself up, breathe yourself up, be out there in the world and be in the world, but not off the world. And this between worlds is like you are in the world, but not off the world when you are true to yourself. All these things that are latched onto you, belief systems, ways of thinking, this is who you are, this is what you're going to do, this is who you, and all that stuff, release it. And stay true to your soul's path, your soul's path. And how is this affecting your close relationships? You might have to be independent for a while. You might be a leader in your field, so you will maybe have to say goodbye to some people who don't vibrate on the same wavelength. You might have to bring in some things in your life and to trust your own guidance. And then you will attract in all these beautiful things all these beautiful people that you can connect with on a true level. They are not going to come in and tell you that you're not good enough. They're not going to come in and tell you that your choices are wrong. They're not going to come in and tell you that you need to go in that direction. They're not going to come in and tell you that, oh, we're going to try and sway the truth here a little bit, so you trust that more and you make the choice that we intend for you to make. No, your true friends are going to be, I'm so proud of you. What are you doing these days? That's great. Keep on doing that. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you feel like you're getting more accomplished in it, or that you're getting stronger. I'm so happy that you feel like you're on the right path in your life. And I'm so happy for you that you are doing these things to strengthen yourself. And let's be great together in our own ways, in our own unique ways. And how can you best learn and heal from this short-term thinking? Universal light. Short-term thinking is like right here and now. Universal light is like endless. Like the soul, like, okay, so we're here on planet Earth for a short amount of time. Your soul is trapped or stuck in this body. And then when your body is done, you die, and your body dies and your soul keeps living on. So this is like short-term thinking in this vast universe that is so freaking unbelievably just endless, I guess. And so to have short-term thinking is when you see it in the perspective of how long your life is going to be, or how your soul, what is going to happen with your soul, like how do you want to feel about things. The universal light is here. I am a divine channel of universal light. You are always connected. And this is what you need to trust up here with your short-term thinking. It's like you are already connected, and you are not judged because you make short-term choices. You are never judged. You are never wrong. You are just on your journey, and this universal light loves you completely the whole time. So don't worry about that. There's nothing wrong. You're not being a bad person. You don't have to guilt yourself. You don't have to shame yourself. You don't have to anything. You just have to be aware that, okay, maybe these short-term choices that I make is hindering some kind of joy in my life, some kind of satisfaction, some kind of things that I would like to encounter and experience in my life. And the universal light is here to tell you that you are always loved. You are loved right now. You are loved yesterday, and you will be loved tomorrow. And then we humans here on planet Earth, we try and make the best choices that we can, and then we learn and we make maybe different choices at later. So that's how we grow. Universal light, you're always connected. That light loves you and guides you and supports you at all times. Perhaps you can implement some meditation in your life. Take some time out, sit down, quiet the mind, see where all these ideas that people gave you, of who you are, that you are not, see what they look like, write it down, burn it, get rid of it. Maybe you can take a yoga class so that you can get into your body and breathing and find a safe space on the mat and be finding the safe space within your body so you can breathe and be present within yourself, listening, quieting the mind, focusing on the movements. Perhaps there is a spiritual awakening event that you can go to, like a weekend with Dr. Joe Dispenza, a weekend with Eckhart Tolle, or any of these people who are teaching all these beautiful things. And this love, the universal love, has no conditions. So you can be freely who you are, in tune with the plants, the birds, the bees, the cats, the dogs, and being in tune with that. Looking beyond the illusion of the one truth. There might be something different there for you. Spirit keeper of the South. The warmth of the noonday, the summertime, full moon, rapid growth, great bounty, open arms to receive. How can you best learn and grow from it is to appreciate and know that you are loved. Appreciate and know that you are worthy. Appreciate and know that you are enough. Appreciate and know and embrace your own soul's journey. Appreciate it and allow these things to come into your life, feeling them, appreciating them. Great bounty, open your arms to receive. The time of loss, leaving something behind, perhaps the old perception or these old things that you have to leave behind, these instant foods or the instant medication or the instant sex or the instant whatever you have to leave behind. You're going to grieve it perhaps, but flowers will grow in the wake of the suffering. And this is defeat, regret. Perhaps you're regretting not looking at yourself as this beautiful soul. Perhaps there's going to be some kind of regret and sadness that you have spent all of this time in your life not knowing how beautiful you are. And now you're starting to learn how beautiful you are. And then if you had only known that earlier, then maybe you would have gone for that idea. Maybe you would have said yes to that person. Maybe you would have started that adventure. Maybe you would have done that. And there can be all kind of sadness coming into this awakening too, and realizing that you always were everything that you wanted to be. And so the sadness, it's okay, just grieve it and let it be in the past, and just be okay, grateful that now at least you can spend some days here on planet Earth with a different mindset, with a different way of thinking, with a different way of taking care of yourself, with a different way of rising up with yourself, with a different way of taking authority back in your life, a different way of approaching everything around you in your life. The Emperor, strength, structure, taking charge, letting it play out naturally, allowing the grief to come in. Maybe you have to grieve the people who came in and told you that you weren't good enough. Maybe these are close friends of yours that you all of a sudden you see, oh my gosh, they were never really good friends at all. They were always trying to keep me down. And then you might have to grieve that. And they never supported me in my endeavors. They never wanted to lift me up. And so maybe you'll have to let them go, and then you'll have to grieve about it. But it also will allow you to rise up into the beauty that you are, rise up into the person that you're meant to be, into your soul's path, your soul's journey. And the Emperor is here, which is authority, taking authority of your life, taking authority of your choices, taking authority of yourself back, and creating, being a leader. Leadership, experience, you have confidence, and structure. And structure is a big deal for someone with a short-term thinking problem, not a drinking problem, a short-term thinking problem. So it's different when you have structure and you're planning things out and you have a purpose. Then you know what kind of choices to make along the way to get there. You know that if I'm over here and this is my goal, then if they want me to eat cake over there and I want to be healthy over here, then I'm not going to go there because it's going to be a detour to where I want to go. That's just one silly example. But so how can you best learn and heal from it? You can trust that the divine always have your back. You can release the grief that it will bring in to see things in a certain light, to see people for who they are. It's sadness with it, but you can just feel it, allow it to be there, and then let it go. And now you're going to attract in different from where you're at. Queen of Swords showing up here too. Queen of Swords. So speaking your mind, thinking for yourself. And this is way back to here too, like with being influenced by all these people who said how you're supposed to think, this is what you're supposed to believe, this is what you're supposed to do, this is how you're supposed to live, this is who you're supposed to be with, this is what you're supposed to do with your life, this is what you're supposed to love. And here is your transformation to independent thinking, because you don't have to. You don't have to do any of that. Like, you can be an independent thinker, walking in your soul's path, listening to the creator, the divine light. And this is how you can heal and move on from it, realizing that you are an independent thinker. You can expect honest communication with the people around you, and you can also give honest communication with the people around you. You are a truth seeker and a straight shooter, and keep doing that, pile number 3, because being a straight shooter and a truth seeker is going to transform you into all of this. And that indeed is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And that was your message, pile number 3. If you liked it, if you want to give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you will be notified when I upload music, readings, or pick a cards, with the intention of healing, with the intention of going beyond the matrix, with the intention of releasing old, outdated belief systems and stuff like that, so you can find your own soul's freedom, is my intention with all my content. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, and it respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, take good care of yourself long term, and namaste.